Hey, you guys, Desmond here,
And LaCresha.
and welcome back to the channel, y'all. And it is that
Ooh,
time
good eye, mate.
again. It's that time again. We have to make a trip down under.
Oi, oi, oi. Ozzy, Ozzy, Ozzy.
Adi, oi, 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 honey. I do not. I'm worried about going down under. I'm not gonna lie to you. But what did you think of this first episode in general?
Um, I have a feeling they're showing their hand a little early.
I agree.
Like I take it I'm not the only one who feels this way.
But I really like these queens. I'm really
I
enjoying
do too.
really
They're
enjoying this so
cute.
far. So hopefully we don't
Yeah.
have a repeat of season one. Because remember, we started off loving season one. We're like, yay, down under. But then, the stuff
Yeah.
about Scarlet started coming out. I think we knew going into it, but the fact that the way they handled it on the show really just didn't sit right in the spirit. So it tainted season one for
Mm-hmm.
me. And because obviously,
Mm-hmm.
they were trying to crown her. You can clearly tell that's what they were trying to do.
Scarlet and Heart.
But where I'm going in with an open mind, and what I saw in this episode was cute. It was cute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
Open mind, closed pocketbooks.
Yes. So let's go up here and let's see what we got. So we're finna run through these entrance looks as quickly as we possibly can. Up first is Hanaconda. What did you think of this?
Anaconda.
I'm
That
finna,
was cute.
yeah, we could say it simply. It was ugly or it was cute.
It was cute.
I thought it was cute as well. Hanaconda, 30 years old, from Sydney, Australia. Up next,
Sydney.
up next is faux fur. I didn't like this.
Okay, so the outfit was cute, just not on her.
Got you. Faux fur, 27, from Sydney, Australia.
Yes, I
Is
know. As soon as she get this money, she gonna get them teeth fixed.
leave her teeth alone. Up next is Spanky Jackson. I didn't like this. And hey, I was close this time. Remember, I said first out energy with Spanky. I was close.
Close.
It's close.
Maybe second out energy.
So, did you like it or not?
No,
So, Spanky Jackson, 37, from Palm Street.
very handsome man. Just
Very handsome. Up next is Beverly Kills. Kind of threw me off with the whip, but yes, I do like this look.
I loved it.
Beverly Kills, 21, from Brisbane, Australia.
Brisbane,
We're
Australia.
going to talk about her and her ageist self, but a little bit later.
Yeah.
Up next is Minnie Cooper. I love this.
Mini Cooper. It's cute for Drag Race.
This cute for Drag Race. And shout out to Minnie. She watches. Hey, honey.
Mm.
But yes, I thought this was cute. Minnie Cooper, 50, from Sydney, Australia. Up next is Molly Poppins. Look at me remembering these names. Come on, Desmond. This is Molly
It
Poppins.
was right there on the tip of my tongue, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna remember before he does." And then you remembered.
Molly Poppins, and I thought this was cute.
That's cute.
Molly Poppins, 30, from Newcastle, Australia.
Newcastle, Australia.
Yuri Guy.
Your guy.
Yuri Guy. I loved it. My favorite.
I liked it too.
My favorite entrance look. My goodness. Yuri Guy, 25, from
Your way.
New Zealand. Super excited.
Auckland, New Zealand.
This was my reaction when Yuri walked in. I'm like, yes. This was my exact reaction. So to see Faux Fur do it, I'm like, oh, I have to get screenshots. Up next,
There was a lot of faux fur in this episode.
yes, and which really shocked me because typically we don't see much. Anyway, Panora, 5th. No,
No. I didn't know what that was supposed to be.
Pomora 5th, 28 from Sydney, Australia.
Amara Fief.
Next is Aubrey Have.
Aubrey Have.
This is really cute.
Yes. I love the shoes.
Aubrey Have, 25 from Timaru, New Zealand.
From Timaru, New Zealand.
Kong. Love this
Queen.
Hate this look.
Huh?
Love this queen. Hate this look.
The monkey hand was not the best thing. If she would have came in without the monkey hand, it would have been too simple though. So yeah. It's somewhere in there in the middle.
Queen Kong, 29 from
Trade of the season.
Adelaide, Australia.
Trade of the season.
So they're meeting everybody, and then they're all excited because RuPaul has entered.
RuPaul with his contrasting prints.
Mm-hmm. And apparently there was a rumor that RuPaul wasn't there last season, which I do
lies
briefly because of the first episode.
Uh-huh.
But she made sure that the queen that they know that she was here because Spanky volunteered to come up. And she didn't know this, but she was getting fake slapped.
Right.
She
responded well.
She did. That was a real cute, especially to be.
And the funny thing is I'm like, as soon as I saw this, I said, oh, okay, she's making it past this episode.
Yeah, I think this is really what did it. I'm like, she was able to jump in there and went with the flow.
Right.
Went with the flow. So yeah. So RuPaul then announces that we're gonna have a mini challenge. And it's the classic mini challenge, the photo shoot, honey. But before we get there, we are going to announce that they're going to receive a year's supply of cosmetics from Anastasia Beverly Hills. You know, they had a different company last year. It started with R, don't get me lying.
I don't remember.
And a cash prize of $50,000. Which is
Did they win any money last year?
Yes, they won $30,000. So this is $20,000 more.
Oh, look at the budget's going up.
No, we're getting more coins. If I was Kid Million, I'll be highly upset right now. But then again, she's one of the few queens who has been kind of putting herself out there saying she wants to do the next all winter season. So if she does do that, she might get some coins, honey. All right, so we go to the mini challenge and basically.
Oh, did you see that TikTok too?
Oh yes, I saw that one this morning
on Priyanka's TikTok.
Yes, I saw it on Priyanka's. Yes. Oh,
with the Vivian.
If they could get Priyanka, Kidamine, and Crystal Versace on the next all winter season, that'll be a gag.
Yes. Oh, look.
Honestly, if they do 4 international and 4 American, I think that would be a good time. I think that would be a good time. Throw Envy Peru in there. Yeah, them will be the 4 international winners. Envy would eat them alive.
Look at the pit crew.
I love how we're talking about all the winners, and here you are thirsting over the pit crew.
More specifically, the one with the eagle tattoo.
The eagle tattoo.
He is scrumdiddly-umptious.
But yeah, that's the mini challenge. They get to pose with the pit crew and their sausage. They get to choose whichever sausage they want.
Although I get the feeling those 2 are straights.
Yeah, no matter. So here are the pictures. Just going to run through them real quick. I thought this was fun. This was just a chance to get to know the queens and their personalities a little bit better. But yeah, this was a good time. So RuPaul announces that the winner of this mini challenge is Minnie Cooper. I personally agree because Minnie Cooper had me hollering during her banter with Ru during the photo shoot.
She was like, my goal is to make Ru laugh.
And she made Ru
laugh. She did.
And that's what she did, honey. So we find out that Bindi and Robert Irwin, you know, with that terrible snake wrapped around them. I can't even stare too long at this now. Take my glasses off. That's a little better.
I wasn't even paying them any attention. I was like, Robert, you starting to look more and more like your daddy.
Don't he?
More like your daddy.
But yeah, that was cute for them to come through. And at the end, I thought Robert was going to say it. I was like,
right? And don't
I leaned into my TV. I'm like, and don't what?
and don't what?
He's like, oh, I can't say it. I'm like, oh, come on. And I love the shade.
Give it to me.
And I love the shade towards Art Simone that Bendy did. Okay, snake off the screen. Oh, God.
Isn't that funny? I'm glad we weren't the only ones who were like very upset Art Simone came back.
I'm glad that was a very common thing. Like,
Yes.
I love Art Simone. I really do, but like, if she was going to come back, make it make sense.
Right. You just brought her back just to bring her back.
Lord, if they do that this season, I swear we're going to stop reviewing it. I swear, because I can't.
If you gonna bring back a queen, bring back a queen that deserves to be brought back.
Have them compete or have the other queens vote, like have something. Anyway, so
look, because UK too, at least that made sense.
Yeah, they voted. I was okay with that. All right, so the Maxi challenge is a good old design challenge out of unconventional materials. They have to use nature's resources plus recyclable material as well. So just a couple of screenshots. This is them grabbing their materials, going crazy for it. They're like, gimme. Now, gimme after midnight. Let's talk about Mother Rue's look here. What did you think of this look?
Some skin.
I like this look.
I loved it.
I love this look. I do love how RuPaul walked the whole runway with her hand right here on that hip so you can't see the tights. I lived. I'm like, okay, Ru. She said, y'all not going to clock me for being able to see my tights. So I'll hold my hand here the whole time. And the
right. You're not going to see the tights nor the corset.
Yeah, the one time I do raise my hand, they panned out so you couldn't see the tights, honey. But I really enjoyed this look. And also, look at the stage. We've gotten a little upgrade, honey.
Hey.
And the lighting is so much better this season. Thank you. Thank you, baby. Because, last season, to their defense, they had to build everything quickly. Because they were going to do it in Australia. But, the pandemic, everything shut down. And they're like, okay, y'all can do it in New Zealand. Well, now we got to build everything like in 2 weeks because we got to start shooting soon.
Right.
I'm glad now that they've had a little over a year, they were able to make some upgrades. This looks nice. This looks nice. So RuPaul again, we're here by Reese and Michelle Visage. So the category is Down Under Naturally. And up first we have Beverly Kills. So what did you think of this look here?
It was cute.
I really like this look. I was really confused on why this wasn't in the top, to be real with you.
Yeah.
Now, before we continue, I want to talk about Beverly being very ageist towards Minnie Cooper. Because that irritated me. It just seems like she kept gunning for her age. I'm like,
right.
Honey, without queens like Minnie, you wouldn't be able to do it.
Right.
And it just seemed, and even Minnie said it when they were getting out of drag, like it's very much ageism because they're really discriminating against her just because of her age.
Because they keep bringing it up.
So I feel like there is going to be a Minnie Cooper versus Beverly Kills or Aubrey Hayes, because Aubrey was popping off too. I feel like she's going to send one of them home. And that's going to be like, now fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And now fuck with me. Because I see that storyline building, and you can see from the previews, they're still going, like, they're going to have another conversation about this. And I'm like, I don't care how old you are, honey. If you are sickening, you can get out here and serve it, then let's do it. That's always been my thing. And I've always, advocated for more older queens to compete on the show because of queens like Beverly Kills. Because they only know Drag Race. They don't know the bar system, the clubs, the late nights they had to really put in for this to become something. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They only know
That's why I
RuPaul.
always like put older queens on the show. You ain't gotta put a lot. But like this one, we got a queen that's 37 and a queen that's 50. That's a good start. If we have like a couple of queens that are older, then
Mm-hmm.
and they've been doing drag longer than Drag Race has been on, then yes, let's get them in there. But like I said, I really enjoyed this look. I just wanted to talk about her
The
age.
ageism.
Ageism is real, honey. Up next is Hanaconda. I thought this was cute, especially for how much she was going through to get it together.
Look, I thought she was getting ready to pull a jinx because she did none of this on a mannequin. And so
I saw that. I'm like, girl.
and I was like, is that gonna fit on you? Is it gonna stretch even? Like, what? She made it
I
work.
had to give
She
it
did
to her.
her
She put the
thing.
little things because it is just a bodysuit. But you know, she put these wings on the back. She got this around her waist. You know, she amped it up a little bit. It's a soft too. A soft one.
Right? She made something out of nothing.
Yeah.
Gave you Tinkerbell vibes.
It was Tinkerbell vibes. Up next is Minnie Cooper. I like this.
It was cute for what it was.
I wish I had a little bit more shape, but I like that. I'm like, okay.
Right?
And I got it without her even having to explain it. I'm like, yeah, futuristic assistant. That's exactly what I got from this. Exactly. So I enjoyed. Up next is Aubrey Have.
This was not my
Gotta give her
favorite,
props because you know,
but she did a good job.
that's just this the material. Whatever she made it out of just don't look good on her skin.
Right.
But good job for actually constructing something.
Right. That part.
Up next is Queen Kong. I agree with the judges. Seeing the undergarment
Mm-hmm.
for her.
Yeah, it takes you out of the fantasy.
Yeah, and for her to have to basically revamp everything last minute because she didn't like what she was going. This is great, but it is the small details.
Right. Because other than that, she was gorgeous. It was just.
Oh, the face beat, the hair good. I love this hook right here. Amazing. Giving us the Moana realness, as she was saying.
Because I was like, I like the skirt. I just wish it was, all the way around.
Up next is Spanky Jackson. No.
Well, I don't know what that was.
There's no shape.
It looked like a molting botfly.
And then the fact that she didn't do anything for the bottom half.
That made it worse. I understand your brand is, balls out, ass out, but
giving us that, middle-aged woman, very milfy vibes. Like, I get it. I do. And I love the idea of your character, but the two looks that I've seen from you so far, hopefully the rest are great. But the two I've seen so far, not impressed.
Not so much.
Up next is Molly Poppins. She did an amazing job here.
She ate this.
This was, oh my God.
Because I was worried when she was constructing it, but when I saw the top while it was on the mannequin, I was like, okay, she might have something there.
Like, this shouldn't work, but it does. This was really good. Up next is Faux Fur. Granted, you can see her panty, but other than that, I thought this was good.
Yeah, the only thing was the underwear, and I was just like, why are y'all
unnecessary harsh on her just to place her in the bottom too? Spoiler alert,
right?
I think she shouldn't have been there. But we'll get there. Who I think should have been there, Pamora Fifth. Girl, you just glued something to a bodysuit.
Yes.
And at least in Hanaconda's case, she had some embellishments, add the wings, add the little belt with a skirt on it. You made a hat, and the hat is lovely. Like, it needed something more. Like, I didn't get a thing of her, but like, it needed something on the bottom half.
Because I'm not even gonna lie, I was like surprised she wasn't in the bottom.
I really thought she was gonna be in the bottom too.
Instead, they just kept clocking people with the underwear showing.
You're a guy. This was amazing, beautiful.
It was constructed beautifully.
This, I am so confused on how she didn't win. Oh, she couldn't walk.
Right?
That wasn't that wasn't the assignment. The assignment was make a garment. She made the garment, and baby, stunning. Hold on, I took more screenshots.
I
Like,
bet you did.
I don't understand. And look, she didn't even give you spooky in her face. So I'm glad because they would have clocked her. Oh, we need to see versatility, but we don't tell the pageant queens that. But anyway, um, we don't.
No, we
But we
don't.
tell the alternative queens, oh, we want to see variety, but we're not telling the other queens to do it. Bullshit. Bullshit. As you can see, more screenshots. Can you tell which one was my favorite?
Your guy.
Correct. So as you can see, Yuri guy's my favorite. Which one's your favorite of the week?
I'm gonna have to say your guy too. Mostly because theirs was constructed the best.
Constructed the best. And like she made a gown when everybody else made bodysuits and skirts, and she made
just glued stuff to a bodysuit
with cutouts and everything like this. She did an amazing job. She really. But RuPaul announces that these are our tops and bottoms of the week. I mostly agree. I agree with the tops. No, I don't. I would have replaced Hanaconda with Beverly Kills. So this made me very aware what they have for Hannah. Because I think Beverly should have been in the top and Hannah should have been safe because it is just a corset. And and look at they're right next to each other. How can you tell me this is better than this? You can't.
No.
So yeah, she should have been in the top. But I agree with the rest of the top placements of Molly and Yuri. And then I think Faux Fur should have been safe. And Pomora fifth should have been right here. And Kong and Spanky Jackson. But the winner is Molly Poppins. She did an amazing job. So I'm not like too upset, but I'm like, I think it's kind of fucked up that they didn't give it to Yuri just because she couldn't walk in it.
Right.
I'm like, okay.
Like, it's okay, but
I see you're going to be playing in my sister's face. I see that now. I see that. They're going to play in her face this season. It's going to piss me off too. But our bottom two was Spanky Jackson and Faux Fur. I would have replaced Faux Fur with Pomora here. Gonna be honest, but Pomora and Spanky Jackson were the two least, in my opinion. But they lip synced to Get Out of My Way by Kylie Minogue. When I tell you this is one of my favorite Kylie Minogue songs. When this started, I'm like, ah! Like, yes, this album. I can't pronounce the name of the album. It starts with an E, but it has this, All the Lovers. Like that album was just amazing, and I discovered it in a point in my life when I needed to discover that album. I discovered what Logo was, and Logo played a lot of music from the queer community and their allies. As you know, Kylie is an ally, and that's when I got reintroduced to Kylie Minogue because I knew Kylie Minogue growing up. Like, who didn't? But that reintroduced me to her and that album, and it's just like that album always holds a special place in my heart because of that. And Get Out of My Way was on it. And what did you think of this lip sync?
It
was long.
It was.
I'm like, I don't mind longer lip syncs. I'm like, I wish we do get more longer lip syncs. Because I'm like, you bought the right for the song. Honestly, you should show the whole thing. The full song. The one thing I will say, I did enjoy this lip sync. Compared to what we've gotten on Down Under so far, this was a decent lip sync. But Spanky really did it for me.
Right.
Because Spanky gave me that middle-aged woman who was sick of her husband's shit. Now going out, she's like, I'm gonna find me a new man, and this is what happens when you're not giving your girl what she needs, as the song says. And she's like, I'm going out there, I'm finding me a new man, and I'm going to live my best life. And I got that energy from Spanky. I did. Especially towards the end. I'm like, baby, are you letting out?
Okay.
Are you working through something? Because baby, she felt that.
Do you need a minute?
Like that was coming from her chest. Like honestly, I thought she was singing it at one point. I'm like, okay, Spanky. I don't know who did you wrong, girl, but do I need to pull up? I can get on a plane real quick. I can make my way to New Zealand, honey. But
get your passport first.
Hush. Overall, I thought this was a good lip sync. I do agree that Spanky did win. Unfortunately, that means Fofer has to go home. I wouldn't have had her in the bottom to begin with, but she did lose this lip sync. So she sachets away. And next week, we're going to be doing an acting challenge.
Ooh.
Seems like it's going to be pretty interesting. We saw Michelle. We saw Reese. They're going to be directing it. And look at the background. This is a beautiful shot. I'm like, oh, the budget this season, honey. RuPaul,
the budget for all of them, honey.
RuPaul looks good. Michelle, I live for this.
I don't, but hey.
I had to get this screenshot. I'm like, oh, I live for this. Baby. Feels like she finna get up. Feel like she finna get up on that stage talking about hot stuff. Yeah. Oh, I lived. I'm not gonna lie to you. I lived for that look. I did. And I'm gonna rant and rave about it again next week too. Just letting you know.
Okay.
But yeah, overall, good first episode. Again, common thing with this week, questionable judging. But overall, choices. So choices were made. Choices were made. And now it's time for us to make some choices. So season 1 had a top 4. So we will choose a top 4. So LaCresha, who are you officially placing in your top 4 for this season?
Okay, so the first name I wrote down was Queen Kong.
Queen Kong, okay.
Like without question. And then like after some reflection, some watching and rewatching, I'm put Aubrey Have.
Aubrey, okay.
Your guy,
okay. And your last one?
Beverly Kills.
Okay.
Just because I'm going off of what has been crowned the last 2 or 3 international seasons.
So
by Ru.
So our lists are very similar. The way I did it, I did 2 queens that I want to see there and 2 queens that I think we're going to see there because of how they're being produced in this first episode. So the 2 queens I want to see there is Queen Kong and Yuri Guy.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to play in my sister's face. I feel like they're going to play in her face. But in my heart, I want her there. So I put it there. And then the 2, I think, just from the way production is working things, Hanaconda, I feel like she's going to be there. And I feel like Beverly Kills will be there. If they don't play that storyline of Minnie sending her home. If they don't do that storyline. But still, I'm putting Beverly in the top 4. So mine is Queen, Hannah, Yuri, Beverly. Yours is Queen, Aubrey, Yuri, and Beverly. So similar. We only have one difference. Who do I have? Hannah. You have Aubrey. So we'll have to wait and see how it goes, honey. But let's go ahead and wrap things up here. But before we do that, I just want to thank you all for watching so much. Thank you for the love. The growth this channel has gotten just in the summer alone. Like this summer, we just went pew!
Right? Like in the last 2 or 3 months.
Like it's just going, and we just want to
like we were kind of trickling. It was coming in slowly, and then it was like
pew! So we thank y'all so much. We appreciate all the love, all the support. If you haven't subscribed, we ask you now to join our family because we're a good time. And we really do appreciate it. So, LaCresha, where can they find you on all social media platforms?
You can find me at Cresha McGill, that's CRESHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me in the club, Pocket Full of Bud, my mom. But if I'm not there, You can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SimplyDesmond. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see y'all shortly. Bye.